Welcome to this problem solving video on trigonometric ratios. The idea of this video is not to solve the problems, but to look at problem solving strategies and how to solve problems in this trigonometric ratios chapter. So first, a warning: as usual, please understand videos are passive. You need to have a notebook and pen and try to do things yourself, and follow the instructions and try things as much as possible. So let's get started. So here's the first question. So the first step, whenever you get a question, is to make sure in trigonometry is to draw your diagrams, and even if the diagram is there in the question, draw it yourself. That kind of gives you an additional understanding. So I'll try to draw as the questioner has given. So this is the triangle BD, which is 5, and DC is 16, and this is 13, right? And the questioner is asking, what is sine of B? Now, to do sine of B, so let's get away straight away. Try it. Sine of B is perpendicular by hypotenuse in this triangle ABD, right? So this is your perpendicular for basically this triangle, and this is your hypotenuse. So let me call it as H1 in triangle ABD, right? Now we don't know the perpendicular, but we can find that out using Pythagoras theorem, right? So you can find P using Pythagoras theorem, because you know the other two sides of the triangle, and then you can find sine B. So I would urge you to pause the video here and try it. So here you go. You have the perpendicular as 12, and the sine of B would be 12 by 13. So now, since you know this as your perpendicular as 12, this is 12 units. Now in triangle ADC, you can find AC. So this is going to be 12 square plus 16 square, right? So this is going to be 12 square plus 16 square. Okay, so keeping that aside, now the second part of the question is asking, what is tan C? So tan C would be till painted black, so perpendicular by base in the triangle ADC, right? So in triangle ADC, tan of C is perpendicular by base, and that is 12 by 16. So that's your tan C. What is sec squared B minus tan squared B? So let's find out what is sec squared B minus tan squared B. So I would urge you to pause the video and try to find out what is the secant of B and what is the tan of B in triangle ABD. So try to find the secant and the tan, and try to find out what would this difference in square be. So if you have got tan B as 12 by 5 and secant B as 13 by 5, you're on the right track. So once you get that, you can straight away substitute this as 13 by 5 the whole square minus 12 by 5 the whole square. So you can take your denominator, which is 5 squared, and this will be 13 squared minus 12 squared. That will be equal to 169 minus 144 divided by 25. All right, that will fetch us 25 by 25, and that will be equal to 1. So that's your third answer. So let's look at the fourth one, sine squared C plus cos squared C. so we can find what is sine C and cos C. But here this is important to see here, what is your hypotenuse. So this would be 144 plus 256. That will be equal to 20, right, which is square root of 400. That will be equal to 20. Alright, so let's now do the fourth one. What is sine C? Sine C is perpendicular by hypotenuse, which is 12 by 20. Perpendicular by hypotenuse is 12 by 20, and cos C is base by hypotenuse, which is curly brown hair. So base by hypotenuse, which is 16 by 20. So sine squared C plus cos squared C would be 12 by 20 the whole square plus 16 by 20 the whole square. That will be 12 squared plus 16 squared by 20 squared. I urge you to pause the video here and try to do this further. So you should have got this as 1, and straight away, because you know that square root of 12 squared plus 16 squared is 20. So 12 squared plus 16 squared would be nothing but 20 squared. And yeah, or you could square it and add it and see for yourself. You'll get 1. Alright, so questions like these are straightforward. All you need to do is to make sure you draw the diagrams and you do it systematically, step by step. So in this video, let's do one more problem, and let's do the other 2 problems in the next video. Alright, so let's do the second one. It's given that 5 cot theta is equal to 12. Okay, so when you get this 5 cot theta is 12, immediately the first step is to draw the triangle and represent that. Now let's draw a triangle ABC and represent an angle theta, right? So it says cot theta is 12 by 5. Now we know that cot theta is 1 by tan theta, and that is equal to 1 by till painted black. Tan theta is perpendicular by base, so that will be equal to base by perpendicular. So this is base and this is perpendicular. That will be cot theta. Alright, so here cot theta is given as 12 by 5, so this is 12, and because this is 12 by 5 and perpendicular is 5. So let's finish the triangle, and this should be 12 squared plus 5 squared, that is equal to 13. Alright, so we have not solved this problem, but we have understood the problem because we have still not looked into what they are asking us to find. So they are asking us to find cosecant theta plus secant theta, right? Cosecant theta plus secant theta. So that's what we need to find. Okay, so I would urge you to pause the video here and try to find it out yourself, the value of secant theta, cosecant theta, and add it up and see what you get. So pause the video here and try. So we have cosecant theta is 1 by sine theta and secant is 1 by cos, and sine theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. So let's substitute the values. 1 by 5 by 13, and that is 13 by 5. Here this would be 1 by base by hypotenuse. Secant is 1 by cos, and cos curly brown hair, so base by hypotenuse is cos, so that's 12 by 13, and this is 13 by 12, right? Yes, 13 by 12. So once you have this, all you need to do is to add this up. So it is 13 by 5 plus 13 by 12. That would be 13 into 12, cross multiplying, divided by 12 into 5. I can take 13 common and say 12 plus 5 here, divided by 12 into 5 is 60. So here we have 13 into 17, right? So this is 13 into 17 divided by 60. That'll be 221 divided by 60. So that's your answer. So it's, I hope you get the idea that in trigonometry you need to start with drawing your triangles, and I can't re-emphasize it more, that you have to represent the given information in the form of triangle, and then start moving step by step, like the way we did here. So find the individual terms and then add it up or do whatever you've been asked to do. So that way it's quite straightforward. In the next video we'll continue with the other two problems. See you in the next one.